realizing the deathless, realizing that which is neither born nor dies, is really pointing to the recognition of true nature. The recognition of essential nature, that which you are prior to birth, that which you are prior to this individuation, which is still here as you individuate, as you experience an individuated life, which we call life between birth and death. That which you are, that which you arise from, that which this individuation appears from and returns to, is still here. Surely this is what self-realization is. It arises to some individuals, those on a path of inquiry or spiritual path or path of seeking truth. It arises as the longing to come home. The longing to come home is not just a sense of being comfortable in your body or in your mind. The longing to come home is really the end of being limited by identification with this individuation. In the sense of only being identified with this individuation. Me as my body, me as my thoughts, me as my emotions, me as my experiences. In other words, getting lost in the content of your experience. The longing, the coming home is the end of that. And there's a great freedom in that, because you're not trapped by the content of your experience, which is always finite, always impermanent, although the finiteness and the impermanence are not usually recognized. To recognize that this individuated experience and all experiences within that are impermanent allows us to fall deeper within to the true sanctuary of open awareness. We can say that this open awareness is the deathless, or at least the open space is the deathless. So the longing to come home is really a longing to die into the open space of now, now, now. And yet there is so much fear of death in all sorts of ways. Death of the me identity, death of this body, death of this life. That there's a, if you like, a sort of push and pull between the longing to come home and the fear of the end of me. We spoke last week about the willingness to not know, the willingness to meet all endings, even the end of me, without knowing what will be discovered in that. So the longing to come home, which is the true spiritual search, is really an invitation to surrender.